Some time ago, a friend of mine said to me, "Where do hosts and viruses come from? Why are they opposites? Are viruses more powerful than hosts?" I looked at my friend with sympathy, because this universe was made 100% of hosts and viruses, and yet they were poorly understood. And I said, "Do you really want me to tell you the truth?" And my friend said, "Tell me, I think I can take it." And I said, to understand where hosts and viruses come from, we have to go to fundamental host dark energy organisms and to fundamental virus light matter organisms. Host dark energy organisms have a complex type of genetic information, and so they can copy themselves independently. Virus light matter organisms have a non-complex type of genetic information, and they have to infect host dark energy organisms to force them to copy the virus. This is the origin of hosts and viruses. And my friend said, "So how about host protons, electrons, and virus neutrinos? Where do they come from?" And I said, when virus light matter organisms infect a batch of host dark energy organisms, the infected hosts form a dark disk of infected host protons, electrons. Then virus light matter organisms turn on heat genetic programs to force host protons, electrons to reproduce virus neutrinos. And this is how a star is born, with host protons, electrons, and neutrons, neutrinos. A neutron neutrino is a pregnant host proton electron with virus neutrinos as the baby. This is an unwanted pregnancy due to a viral infection. And my friend said, "Okay, so planets, stars, the species, they're made of atoms with host protons, electrons, and virus neutrinos. So who is winning, hosts or viruses?" And I said, if we focus on planet Earth, on all the major problems that we have in the shape of ignorance at birth, aging and death, a variety of diseases, drug addiction, sex addiction, and the fact that humans and the species may become extinct due to a variety of reasons, including environmental disasters, then I would say that virus neutrinos are winning on planet Earth, because they will succeed in destroying the genetic information and the memories of humans and the species. And my friend said, "But why is it that virus neutrinos have so much power over host protons, electrons? Is it because they stay inside the proton electron of the neutron? Don't they have a life outside it?" And I said, no, virus neutrinos don't have a life outside host protons, electrons, because they have to infect to increase in numbers. Moreover, virus neutrinos will find it very difficult to live just with other viruses, because they are very competitive. A percentage of virus neutrinos, they release themselves from neutrons in the core of stars when nuclear fusion cannot be sustained, because atoms can only reach a certain level of heaviness. When virus neutrinos realize that they cannot really fit inside the atoms of the core, then they release themselves from neutrons and they explode the core of the star. once they're outside the star, virus neutrinos then disintegrate into fundamental virus-like matter organisms to infect more pure host dark energy organisms. And my friend said, so the life of a virus is to infect and to increase in numbers. And I said, yes, that is correct. They want power supremacy on planet Earth. They want to be a majority in the body of the humans and the species, because if they are a majority, then humans and the species will behave more like a virus rather than a host. And my friend says, so is this an all-out war between hosts and viruses? And I said, yes, that is correct, because host proton selections, they have genetic, emotional, and intellectual complexity. They can copy themselves independently. But because virus neutrinos have a non-complex type of genetic information and they need to infect hosts, then that is the reason why there is an all-out war. On top of that, because virus neutrinos want power supremacy, they erase the memories of host proton selections. They generate aging and death because they destroy the cells of humans as they copy themselves. They promote heavily drug addiction, sex addiction, all types of diseases. And my friend said, so are you saying then that virus neutrinos don't have emotional complexity? And I said, yes, that is correct. That is why they're so ruthless, because they don't feel remorse, they don't feel gratitude. They live to use and abuse. They are completely evil. But to give you some good news, host dark energy organisms are winning at the universal level, because they're more than 90% of the matter of the universe and are accelerating the expansion of the universe. Virus neutrinos only control around 1% of the matter of this universe in the shape of stars, planets, and the species. My friend said, well, the truth about hosts and viruses is pretty shocking, especially because virus neutrinos stay in the neutrons of atoms to control host proton selections, because as usual, they are pretty horrible. Until next time.